Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Influence and Growth Mastery. This is Thanksgiving week. Actually, by the time you hear this, though, it may be after Thanksgiving. So, if so, I hope you had a blessed time traveling, a safe time traveling, a blessed time with your family. And today we're going to talk about transforming or growing your small business, your entrepreneurship through social media. So I want to ask you, are you struggling to grow your audience or convert your followers into becoming loyal customers? And I guess too, I want to ask you if social media sometimes feels like just a black hole where all of your efforts just disappear without a trace. Do at the end of the week, you've posted all week, do you feel frustrated that all of your efforts were a waste of time? And if so, you're not alone. I have been having this conversation with my group for a few weeks now. And I want to tell you that many entrepreneurs face the same challenges. They feel overwhelmed by what it takes to grow an audience on social medias. They feel overwhelmed by the strategies that people promise, but they hardly ever feel like they're delivering what they need to deliver or get out of their efforts from being consistent. And I want to tell you that consistency is truly the key. And when people talk about having viral post or do viral marketing, I guess I am so different than other people. I am not your typical salesperson. I don't come out and pitch people all the time about my thing. I don't I'm just not that way. I come from the banking background where you have relationships with people. I am very relationship oriented. I have conversations with people. I find out what people's pain points are. I find out what people's needs are, and I match products and services to people's needs. You see me getting comfortable here because it's like I'm going to have this conversation with you. Because in banking, it was all about you don't push things on people that they don't need. Um, it's not the Bank of America way. It's not the big bank mentality, and it's not that way in entrepreneurship to me either. I don't push things on people. And so in today's podcast, I want to share that too. When I grow my audience, um, I grow it by building relationships. And I have this mentor who teaches having the perfect 100 people. And by having the perfect 100 people, you start there and you grow your audience organically. And it may grow slower than somebody who goes out and launches through a bunch of ads and such, but I'm okay with that because I still am growing my audience. I am still making money. I still can have these relationships with people and find out what their needs are. To me, it's more about having an emotional connection than it is having a transactional connection. So today we're going to uncover secrets about viral marketing and how it aligns with human behavior and action steps about how to boost your online presence. And so if you're ready to stand out you're ready to attract the right audience and grow your business, then we're going to talk about that today. And again, I have to say, I'm different. I stand out differently than people because I truly understand the struggles that you go through. I understand the struggles you've been through until I found the right mentor, the right coach who gets true connection. So understanding the struggle, why growth feels elusive, and understanding the pain points that entrepreneurs face. And I'm not afraid to talk about those. I'm not afraid to talk about the ones that I've had or the ones I still have. Um, and I feel like that those help other people. And so, number one is we have to have a strategy. And you have to have a strategy. You need to post consistently. And but that's where a blueprint works, a framework works, a strategy works. All of those things that you hear that people talk about, you have to have something like that. You have to have content pillars and those types of things. You have to have some type of boundary that you use to work towards to help you speak to your people and attract that right audience. And so, are you speaking to potential clients, or are you just broadcasting into the void? You've heard, if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. And I started out talking to everyone because I wasn't real sure who my perfect persona was until I figured that out. But as I began to post on social media and started figuring out who my perfect people were, I felt like I was talking into the void. And so there are ways that you can turn engagement into sales. And, how do you move from the likes and the loves, the cares, the the laughs, the cries, the angers, into loyal paying customers? And there is a way to do that. There is a strategy for that. And those are some of the things that I'm, teaching my group today, how to do that. I actually have two groups. I have influence and growth mastery, and I'm teaching there. And then I have my next level mastery group where, those are my paying customers and coaching there. But these are not just surface level problems where, we don't know who we're speaking to. We have these fears. We have these things that we deal with, but there's deeper fears beyond that. For example, we fear we're wasting time, so we don't post at all. Um, because we don't have clear a clear mindset. We don't have a clear strategy, a framework. So we feel like that whatever we do is defeating, so we do nothing. Or we may fear missing out. We see others succeeding online and wonder if we're doing enough. So again, we may do the bare minimal or we may do nothing. We may also fear being overlooked. Your message is valuable, but why isn't anybody paying attention? And so, those are the things that need to be figured out. But you don't stop in the midst of that. You continue to post, and then you figure out the marketing advantage while you're doing that. So let's talk about what viral marketing is. It's not, and let me repeat, It's not getting everybody in the world to notice you. Please understand that. It's not getting everybody to notice you. It's about getting the right people. The right people. I talk about the 100 right people seeing your message and feeling compelled to share it, feeling compelled to engage with it. Why do people share content? Why do you think that is? It's a human behavior that's driven by 6 core needs: certainty. They feel safe and secure. We talked about that in my coaching group this morning. Sometimes people are quiet because of what you do. They don't feel safe and secure to talk about their things on a public Facebook profile or a business page. They want to keep that contained in a group where they feel safe, where they know, like, and trust people. So some of it is certainty, feeling safe and secure, variety, seeking novelty and excitement, significance, feeling important. They want to feel important. They want to feel special. Connection, building relationships and community. Remember what I said when I first started? I have to have that connection. Again, coming from my background, that's what I know, is having that intimate relationship with my customer across my desk. I had to get to know them and know them well so that I knew how to handle their financial situation. So that's what I know. I want to know the intricate details about the pain that my customer's feeling. I need to know, how can I help them? What tools are they using? And if I feel that that's not serving them best, or they could find something that is of lesser cost but gives them more value, I have to tell them about that because I want the best for them. So I'm building that relationship and that community. And then growth is learning and self-improvement, which again is coming from being a training director. I'm all about learning, all about self-improvement and helping others do the same. And then contribution is helping others make an impact, which is number 6. I have to help others or I'm not making an impact. And so those are the 6 things. Viral marketing succeeds because it taps into all of these needs. And for me, it's not about the thousands of people seeing my content. I am not all about doing some dance that I don't even know how to do because I don't have the moves for 100,000 people to see my content when my dance doesn't mean a hill of beans. I had much rather 200 people see my thing, that I am making them feel important and special and connecting with them, helping them learn and get self-improvement and feeling that I'm making a contribution into their growth. That's me. That's me. And when I can align my content with what drives you and drives your audience, then that's when magic happens. And so, how to create that content that works. So, it's crafting shareable messages that appeals to people's emotions. It's creating storytelling to evoke joy, surprise, or sometimes even a little controversy that gets the conversations going in the social media platform. It's also me being relatable to them and sharing my journey, sharing my wins, sharing my struggles. It's the authenticity that builds the trust. It's opening up more about me or about my family or about a friend that helps me be relatable to you. And then I make it easy, especially in my group, I make it easy for other people to share because we break down the barriers for others to share. Because we're talking to the emotion, we're talking to help people build trust so that they can in turn go out and do the same thing. Make it easy to share. Create content that your audience can't wait to show their friends. Give them templates, infographics, short videos that deliver value in seconds. I do more, maybe templates and photos, short stories. I start to say shories, but stories. And I do some video. But again, I want my videos to matter. I want it to mean something. Focus on value. Educational content, it's valuable. It's powerful. It teaches your audience something new, whether it's tips, tools, actionable advice. This morning we talked about how oftentimes if I'm going to create a graphic or maybe I have a video, and off the top of my head, I can't think of something that needs to go with that immediately. I'm stuck. I do get stuck. I will go to ChatGPT and I will ask Molly, who is my chat assistant, and I will say, Molly, create me a caption and a post for Facebook to go with the graphic that I have made that says, and I tell it what my graphic says. And then Molly comes back with a caption and a description to go with my post. And I can go in and I can say, use the tone of this or act like this. And I can give it more context to what it is that I'm looking for. But if I'm just generic, I typically like what Molly comes up with for me to post. And Facebook likes when you engage on those posts. Facebook likes when your post is a little bit long and the viewer has to click on the see more. So when you are posting, be sure to not have everything as a full paragraph space beautifully in your description of your post so that you can have the see more. Have graphics that people have to click in so that they're engaging in your content. Make it so that people want to comment. Make it so that they want to not just like it, but they want to love it. They want to care it. They want to laugh about it, because all of those things provide you scoring points, if you will. And then you want them to save that content. You want to do stacking engagement so that not only do they love it, but they share it or they save it for the future. Stack those engagements. They want to tag someone in the comments. I did one today. I did a post today. It was a meme from my meme maker. And it said something to the effect of, and I tagged my mom in this, but it said, the number of shoes that I have doesn't compare to the number of shoes that I don't have. And I tagged my mom in that post and I said her name and I said, what about you? And I knew that when I posted that and I tagged my mom, because my mom is ribbed all the time about the number of shoes that she has. She probably has over 100 pairs of shoes. And when she goes shopping and people know that she went shopping for the day, people will ask her on social media, how many pairs of shoes did you buy today? And or they'll say, did you buy a pair of shoes today? She will come back and say, not only did I buy one, but I bought two, or I bought three, or I bought four. My mom is a shoeaholic. And I posted today on that we need to create her some shelves on her walls. As you know, many of you know that listen to me, my dad just recently passed away. He has this huge garage. And someone said, or I think it was my sister, said that my mom needed to turn one of her bedrooms into a shoe gallery. And I responded back and said, oh, did I not understand that she was turning my dad's garage into a shoe and clothing gallery? And so these are funny, but it's picking on my mom about how many shoes she had. And other people that that have shoe fetish come back and said other things that made me say, I should have tagged you in this post. And so this post is getting a lot of likes, a lot of laughter, and people are saying, I need to steal this. And I'm like, go right ahead, share it. Other people are tagging other people that have shoe fetishes. This is my prime example of a viral post. And so it may not have anything to do with my consulting or coaching business, but it has everything to do with getting engagement on a post that is going viral. And so, but what that is doing is it is opening up the algorithms to bring people in to see my content, and for people that may not always see my content that is being tagged in it, for them now to see content as I post going forward. So I say that to say that it is about the right, perfect people. And you may say, well, these people may not be your people. They may not be, but some of them may be. And so use life examples to inspire you. That was an inspiring meme to me because it was real, and I knew it was real to other people. And it is now shopping time. And I am posting things on my post or on my page, on my profile about shopping. I want engagement so that people are going to see what I am putting out there. So let me use an example that I found about Harry's razors. Harry's turned grooming into a viral movement by creating a referral program. Now, rewards were attainable. Get this, free shaving cream for 5 referrals, a premium razor for 10 referrals. Okay, this is for a viral post for Harry's razors. This campaign tapped into something. So what did it tap into? Now let's go back. For 5 referrals, they got free shaving cream. For 10 referrals, they got a premium razor. This was a referral campaign. Now think about this, because you can do this in your own business. It encouraged connection, encouraging men to share better shaving experiences. So those of you in the jewelry business, the makeup business, the MLM business, the affiliate marketing business, it doesn't matter what you do, you can create campaigns that will create viral marketing movements. This created connections, encouraging men to share better shaving experiences. It also created significance, exclusive access to products made that made them feel valued. Okay. Made them feel valued. So it created significance. It also created growth because educational content was being given on grooming techniques. Get it? So your takeaway here, it starts with a reward system tied to your audience's passion. So whether it's free access to a mini course or some type of exclusive resource, make sharing a post worthwhile. Whatever it is, make sharing worthwhile. So, what about actionable strategies for entrepreneurs? Leverage novelty. Share unexpected tips or insights that your audience hasn't seen before. And even if they haven't seen some of the tips, share with some seen tips before. It's okay that they've seen some things. Think outside the box and maybe share something unseen to make you stand out. For an example, maybe you use a unique AI tool that automates part of the workflow that they've not seen before. Engage people in your post using visuals. I've literally seen people lately drawing on a piece of paper, even a napkin. This morning, I saw someone who shared something written on a napkin. They held it up, took a picture of it, and that was part of their post. It doesn't matter what you use, just use a visual of some point, part, whatever. But people process images faster than they do text. And so you can use platforms like Canva, or you can draw on an iPad, you can draw on a piece of copy paper. It doesn't matter. Just design eye-catching graphics. Stick people, it doesn't matter. They all work. But people are processing images quickly. So use that as part of your image to get attention. And then encourage people to interact with that. Post content that ask people for their input. For example, what's the biggest challenge that you have faced this week? What's your biggest win this week? It's the holiday season. There's all kinds of things that you can come up with. Find something on somebody's social media that's getting a lot of engagement. Take that for inspiration. Don't necessarily copy it, but take it for inspiration. Put it in ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, create 10, create 25, create 50 instances like this, and take those and use them. Now, you also want to foster community. Build a group where your audience feels valued and heard. I mentioned my group for so long while I had to caregive for my dad. My group, I felt like my group died with my dad. But I have revived my group, thank goodness. But my Facebook group, Influence and Growth Mastery, feel free to join it. But I have an audience now that is feeling heard and valued. In my Next Level Method Mastery group, where I'm coaching, these people are getting some attention with the things that I am discussing with you here now. They are getting attention. They are seeing exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I am teaching the 100 Perfect People in the Influence and Growth Mastery, but I'm going deeper with the other group in the next level. And so get in groups where you feel heard, where you feel valued, where you can talk about the problems, the pains, the solutions you need, and to help you overcome the fears that you have with true solutions that you can implement. Don't be afraid of not getting a return immediately. It is going to come. And so you want to measure your engagement, not just the likes, but also the comments, the shares, and the saves of your content, the shares of your content. Also get into groups and search for your ideal clients, your 100 perfect people. Get in there, search for keywords, and then engage on those posts that have your keywords. Problem, the word love, the word hate, the word tips, whatever words the keywords are that you can help people, go find those, engage on those posts, ask them engaging questions, write those down, come back the next day, engage on those some more, and then eventually follow them in add them as a friend. There's more to that, and maybe I'll come back and do another podcast on that. But be consistent on looking for your 100 perfect people. And the thing about your content, again, just be consistent on doing engagement posts. Use 6 core needs as a guide. Be inspiring. Are you inspiring? Use certainty. Use variety. Talk about growth. Don't be overwhelmed. Just start small. Even starting small can bring you massive, massive results. It can bring you customers. It will bring you customers. I am a result of that. It will bring you customers. And so you have to have tools and strategies, though, to grow your online presence. And so just don't let fear or lack of clarity hold you back. Keep working on it. Get into groups that can help you and get actionable advice. Continue to come back here, learn from these podcasts, and implement what you are hearing and put it into action. And over time, you will grow your audience organically and you will rise and learn to grow your audience, grow your business. And I want to grow together with you. So if you want to get the same type of support and actionable advice that my other members are getting, please join us in Influence and Growth Mastery. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you've not already subscribed, please do so and comment as to what you are getting out of these podcasts on a weekly basis. And until next week, I love you and appreciate you being here on a regular basis. Bye.